I've gone through many, many things, but my strength and my faith has always been in him. Always, because I know that he's going to make things even better. I know when one door closes, another one will open.
I say, yesterday, I didn't know in the WNBA they had chapel. So the first time yesterday was the first time I ever went to chapel, and it's been amazing. Like, I've always prayed and stuff before the game. She was telling us yesterday, like, there's no limitations on having faith of things that you want in life and asking God for so many different things. So being able to have that in the league, I think, is really important.
Imagine this: a head coach encouraging their star rookie to use steroids. That's exactly what Teresa Weatherspoon allegedly did with Angel Reese. And now she's out of a job, and the Chicago Sky season is in shambles. The WNBA world is reeling from this bombshell. Teresa Weatherspoon, the coach everyone thought would lead the Sky to glory, is gone after just one season. Talk about expectations versus reality. It's like the Sky were soaring high, then suddenly crashed and burned. But here's the kicker: this scandal isn't just about Weatherspoon and Reese, it's shaking up the entire league. You know what's crazier? The consequences are huge for the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese's career, and the WNBA as a whole. We're talking about a mess that's going to take a long time to clean up.
Just being able to see, like, all of us being able to come together, and it's just not just our team, it's the other team as well, and like just come together and pray for things that obviously that we want in life. And for me, I'm really big on what got me here, and God. I wouldn't be able to do it without God. So being able to have that, I love that about the league. Like, being able to have chapel is just something that I really.
And that door that opens, it opens so wide that all I got to do is walk in because of what God is doing in my life. And when I walked into these doors, look who he placed in front of me in those doors.
Let's dive into this wild ride and see just how deep this rabbit hole goes. You thought the steroid scandal was bad. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The Chicago Sky season was a roller coaster of sky-high hopes and rock-bottom lows. But get this, the team's biggest success might have been their biggest downfall. How did one player's triumph spell disaster for an entire team? Let's rewind to the start of the season. The Chicago Sky were buzzing with excitement. They had just drafted Angel Reese, a rookie sensation who was supposed to be their ticket to greatness. Fans were hyped, the media was all over it, and everyone thought the Sky were about to soar. But then reality hit hard. The guy crashed and burned with a dismal 13-27 record. They didn't just miss the playoffs, they missed them by a mile. It was their first time out of the postseason since 2018. Talk about a fall from grace. So what went wrong? It's like the Sky forgot how to play in the second half of games.
What is Angel Reese doing on the 50 most influential people as sports figures? Are you kidding me? A woman that rebounds and shows up half naked to games.
If you're going to put a black female from that league on that real estate, shouldn't it be Asia, not Angel Reese? Couple of things. I will say that about that cover with Miss Reese. It's an upgrade from some of the recent swimsuit edition cover models. I will give them that.
They'd start strong, but then poof, all that energy would vanish. It was frustrating for the fans, and you can bet it was driving the players crazy too. And then there's the Weatherspoon factor. Teresa Weatherspoon, the coach everyone thought would lead the Sky to victory, seemed to have blinders on. It was all about Angel Reese all the time. Now Reese was playing out of her mind, setting records left and right. But here's the kicker: while Reese was shining, the rest of the team was left in the shadows. Take Camila Cardoso, for example. She's a talented player, but with all the focus on Reese, Cardoso barely saw any court time. Can you imagine how that must have felt? The locker room tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. But wait, it gets even messier. Remember that mid-season trade of Marina? Yeah, that didn't help either. After the Olympic break, the Sky went 3-13. That's not just bad, that's catastrophic. Now let's talk about Angel Reese for a second. This rookie was on fire. She set the WNBA single-season rebounding record, averaging 13.1 rebounds per game. She was named WNBA Rookie of the Month in June, and even set a record for consecutive doubles. On paper, it looked like the Sky had struck gold, but here's the twist: Reese's success might have been part of the problem, with Weatherspoon putting all her eggs in the Reese basket. The team chemistry went out the window. It's like having a superstar soloist in an orchestra where no one else gets to play. The Sky couldn't close out games. The locker room was a mess, and Weatherspoon's coaching decisions were under fire. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion, and nobody could hit the breaks hold up, though that's not even the craziest part of this story. What if the Sky's record-breaking star was hiding a major secret? We're about to dive into a scandal so big it could change women's basketball forever. Remember, when sports were just about talent and hard work? Well, this story might make you think twice. The Chicago Sky season went from bad to worse when allegations surfaced that Teresa Weatherspoon, the head coach everyone thought would lead the team to glory, had encouraged rookie sensation Angel Reese to use steroids for performance enhancement. You heard that right, a head coach allegedly pushing her star player to use banned substances.
50 most influential sports figures. Listen to this, who's on this list. Simone Biles, Don Staley, Candace Parker, Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, Juju Watkins.
There's one player that is the common denominator. It's the one that you've jumped off the bandwagon, and I have to be the Asian driver steering it back on course. All of this has to do with Caitlin Clark.
Did you just listen to that? They're all virtually from the WNBA. A league that didn't matter 3 months ago now has 8 of the most influential people.
It's the kind of thing you expect to hear in a movie, not in real life, but here we are, and the consequences are huge. Let's break it down. Weatherspoon, desperate for success, reportedly crossed a line that no coach should ever cross. She put winning above player health and the integrity of the game. Can you imagine the pressure Reese must have felt? Here's this rookie trying to make her mark in the WNBA, and her coach is allegedly pushing her to chat. But it gets even messier. The Chicago Sky didn't just fire Weatherspoon, they went nuclear. They filed a lawsuit against Angel Reese, accusing her of steroid use. Talk about burning bridges. This legal action took an already complicated situation and turned it into a full-blown disaster. Think about it. You've got a coach allegedly encouraging doping, a star player caught in the middle, and a team suing its own rookie. It's like a perfect storm of bad decisions and worse consequences. And let's not forget the ethical implications here. A head coach is supposed to be a mentor, someone who guides and protects their players. Instead, Weatherspoon allegedly put team success above everything else, including player health and the integrity of the sport. It's a betrayal of trust that goes against everything sports are supposed to stand for. But here's where it gets really wild. While all this drama was unfolding, Angel Reese was out there setting records. She snagged the WNBA single-season rebounding record, averaging 13.1 rebounds per game on the court. She was a force of nature off the court. She was at the center of one of the biggest scandals in WNBA history. This whole mess has done some serious damage to the WNBA's reputation. We're talking about a league that's fought hard for respect and recognition, and now they're dealing with a doping scandal that involves one of their most promising young stars and a legendary player turned coach. It's a PR nightmare. The fallout from this scandal is going to be felt for a long time. It raises so many questions. How widespread is doping in women's basketball? Can fans trust what they're seeing on the court? And what about the other players on the Sky? How did this affect team morale and performance? This scandal isn't just about Weatherspoon and Reese. It's shaken the foundations of the entire league. It's the kind of thing that makes fans question everything they thought they knew about their favorite sport. You might think this scandal destroyed everyone involved. Think again. The aftermath revealed a relationship that defied all expectations. How did Reese react to Weatherspoon's firing? Her words will shock you. In the midst of this firestorm, Angel Reese dropped a bombshell that left everyone stunned. Despite the controversy, the accusations, and the firing, Reese stood by Weatherspoon. Can you believe it? She actually praised her former coach, saying, "You had a tough job. All the crazy circumstances that we went through this year, and when your back was against the wall, you always believed." Talk about loyalty. It's like finding out your best friend still has your back even after you accidentally set their house on fire. Reese didn't stop there. She went on to say, "We built a relationship in a short amount of time that will last forever." Now that's some serious bonding in the face of adversity. But here's where it gets really interesting. This whole mess has sparked some major conversations about leadership and ethics in sports. People are asking 2 questions, like how far is too far when it comes to pushing for success, and what happens when the pressure to win overshadows everything else? Think about it. Weatherspoon was a legend. As a player, she knew what it took to succeed in the WNBA, but as a coach, it looks like she might have crossed some serious lines. The Chicago Sky decision to fire her after just 1 season speaks volumes. A 13-27 record is bad, but throw in a doping scandal that's career-ending stuff. And what about Reese? This young star was caught in the middle of a storm she never asked for one. Minute she's breaking records and living her dream, the next she's at the center of a scandal that could derail her entire career. It's like going from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the ocean in a single day. The fallout from this mess is going to be felt for years. Weatherspoon's coaching career, it might be over before it really began. And Reese, she's got a long road ahead to rebuild her reputation and prove herself on the court without any doubts hanging over her head. But here's the thing that's got everyone talking. Why did Reese stick by Weatherspoon? Was it Stockholm Syndrome, genuine gratitude? Or is there more to this story that we don't know yet? It's like a puzzle where half the pieces are missing, and the ones we have don't seem to fit together. This whole situation is forcing the WNBA to take a hard look at itself. How do you balance the drive to win with the need to protect your players? Where's the line between tough coaching and going too far? These are questions that